Yo, welcome to the Exotics podcast. We are here with myself, Jay, my boy Ali, and we got a special guest in the building.
Very special.
Very special.
We go way back.
They go way back.
Special needs kind of special.
Hardy days.
By the name of Jeremy Jackson. This man has many titles, and honestly, I am very excited to dive deep into it. It's like we're going back in the days. To Baywatch days.
Baywatch days.
Way back.
Let's take it back. But first, before we take it back, so we're going to switch it up a little bit just to break the ice. We're going to ask you a couple of fast questions.
Mm-hmm.
So we want you to just
Answer on top
answer
of your head.
Is there like a timer buzzer or something like that here?
Just answer.
You know, we should have a buzzer. If we could
That's a
special
good
effects.
idea.
All right, ready? So we're going to go. First one, Lamborghini or Ferrari?
Lamborghini.
Ooh, In-N-Out or Five Guys?
In-N-Out.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Gosh.
In-N-Out.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm about that life.
Favorite cheat meal?
Ice cream.
It's funny. I like all these his ad libs and commentary. Favorite body part to hit at the gym?
Ooh, back.
Okay. Boxing or MMA?
MMA.
Favorite boxer?
The underdog. They call him the underdog.
Okay.
Yeah, Avius. Avius is his first name.
Favorite MMA fighter?
Favorite MMA fighter, George St. Pierre.
There
Okay.
it is. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of music does Jeremy Jackson listen to?
You know, I listen to like a lot of dubstep, kind of like down-tempo dubstep, hip-hop, classical. I've been doing a lot of classical music lately. I'll rock some Christian jams, dude. You know, I like to switch it up.
No, I feel
Sometimes
it.
I need to feel the spirit.
I
you know
feel-
what I'm saying?
He does that all day.
Yeah.
I feel that. Hey, yeah, 100%. The classical music when I sleep.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's funny because on on Spotify they do the whole like year wraps and they say like which music you listen to the
yeah,
most.
yeah, rewind or whatever.
It's all like sleep music because it goes. I just leave it on.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's the best for me.
That's what I listen to.
Majority
Piano.
rules.
Piano and rain at night when I go
And
to
I'm
bed.
not.
Yeah.
I know it's
Nice.
things you pick up when you grow older.
Right.
So favorite movie of all time.
Ooh.
I know
That's
that's a hard
big.
one. I
No,
know.
That's-
When I
that's so
wrote it, I
hard.
was thinking to myself like, damn, favorite movie of all time. That's a difficult one. I was like, I
don't
gotta
even
ask
know.
it. Which one came to mind? The first one that came to
Big
mind.
Fish. It's
Big
called
Fish.
Big Fish.
What the hell?
No, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I can't
I don't
remember
know
it
what that
though,
is.
but I've seen it. Okay, comedy.
No, it's kind of like
No, comedy. Give me a favorite comedy.
Oh, favorite
Comedy.
comedy
Yeah,
of all
give me favorite comedy.
time. Favorite comedy of all time. Let's go 3,
Some Dumb and Dumber.
2. That Dumb and Dumber was really good.
Liar, liar.
Liar, liar is good. I
Liar,
like that.
liar. Is the,
Yeah.
Step Brothers pretty good.
Step Brothers is great. That movie is great.
Yeah, might have to go there.
That movie is great. Action movie.
Die Hard, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Die Hard is dope.
Yeah.
A lot
Die Hard
of
is dope.
questions. We
I
don't
know.
have that
Sorry,
many
bro. I
questions.
just I
Or
want-
Rambo or Conan. I
Rambo.
don't know.
I watch
They hit
every
so hard
Rambo.
when you're young.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they stay your favorites even when
That's
you're
true.
older because they hit you different when
They
you're
do.
young.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
You want to be that person for the
sure.
rest of the day.
I was swinging plastic swords.
Bro,
in
that's-
my grandma's
yes.
backyard. Like,
That's me.
For sure.
That's me. Favorite TV series.
TV series.
Baywatch.
Uh,
Damn, boy.
TV show. I don't know, man. Breaking Bad was really good.
Oh, Breaking Bad.
I
was
got
great.
pretty deep into the what is it? The
Yellowstone.
GOT. What's that one?
Yellowstone.
Game of
sick.
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I got deep into that one.
Are you? Do you watch all the way through? Like, are you a
I'm a
binger?
binger, dude,
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Oh, me too.
Are you? It's
I
7
get in
hours.
late, like after it's complete, and then don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say when I find something really good, I'll wait until I have like the weekend or something where I'm like, okay, I could stay up all night and watch this shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Horrible.
Favorite place to visit in the U.S.
In the U.S., Austin, Texas.
Okay. What about
Yeah.
Texas? Do you like?
Barbecue.
Oof. Yeah. the
Barbecue.
Can't fucking.
Literally,
Bro.
so bomb.
I thought
Still
barbecue was-
vegetarian?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that too.
Still haven't.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Still no me.
Favorite quote. Favorite quote.
Favorite quote is pain is the spiritual touchstone of growth. Pain is the touchstone of spiritual growth. No, I take that back. I like that one.
That one's good.
Einstein. The greatest illusion of mankind
Yeah,
is
I know
that there are many of us.
Ooh.
That's deep.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I got another one for you.
Ooh, please.
The
He's like,
stillest
"Let me spit some
waters
game."
best reflect the
One more
heavens.
time. One more time.
The stillest waters best reflect the heavens.
Mm.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that internal calm radiates
I haven't
that
heard that
God
one, but that's
energy,
good.
right? Yeah.
That's right.
That's like it reminds me of what my pastor talks about, which is he says, "Here is holy," you know, and it's like God does the most work when you are here. When
Yes.
you're here. You know what I
Present.
mean? Not so focused on there.
Right.
You know, it reminds me of it.
The right here, right now, dude.
Right
It's
here,
everything.
right now. That's you know.
We're gonna
Advice to your younger self.
invest in Bitcoin, I guess. Probably.
Yo,
Don't do drugs.
That's a
Straight
good
up.
one. That's
Yeah.
Straight up.
Imagine you go back. Yo, invest in this coin. I'm telling you right
That's
now.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And you straight forever. It's crazy because you think about those guys that there was like these couple guys that got locked up for the whole like that whole thing that they did.
Yeah.
They did like an underground internet dark web, and they were using like, you know, Bitcoin
Yeah.
or cryptocurrency to do the, you know, transactions. and
Everybody
shit.
used to do that.
Yeah. But it's dope. It's
Yeah.
not dope. This is not dope. But
Was it the Silk Road one? That one or no?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, he went to, and I'm like, dude, this guy is like in jail and just making money because
Yeah.
all the coins that he has
Boop, boop,
stashed
boop.
somewhere are just like accumulating like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
God.
So those are all the questions. But I wanted to break the ice. I felt like that was pretty good. I
great
thought that was
idea.
pretty good. So let's go a little bit back to your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you grow up? Give us that whole spiel.
Born and raised here in Orange County. I was born in Anaheim at Martin Luther King Jr. Hospital.
There it is.
Spent, about till like 6 years old in the city of Orange, and then I moved to Newport Beach when I was about 6.
Dope. So you've been
Yeah.
all Orange County.
OCOG was my license plate.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's for real. I feel the same way. But
So how old were you when you got into acting?
6.
Wow.
Yeah. So had a single mom,
Okay.
raised on
by
food
the way,
stamps.
I love your mom.
I know you do.
I
She
love
loves you
your
too,
mom,
bro.
We're so tight. I swear, every time I see her, I feel this joy, bro. I'm like, damn, I feel like it's my mom.
That's amazing.
Dude,
It's
if-
crazy.
I wish there was like some kind of form you could fill out to like nominate people for sainthood.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she'd get it.
I
you know?
think your mom and my mom, same shit. That's
Hell
why
yeah.
I connect with her so
That's why
much.
we're still here, bro.
Yeah.
Because of them.
Oh, I know.
That's
beautiful.
I know. 100%.
Yeah. Shout out to moms. It was
Yeah.
her birthday 2 days ago.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday,
Make sure
Mom.
you tell her I said happy,
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
bro.
I'll send her this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Single mom, food stamps, low income housing and all that. I would stand in line for the free cheese and rice at the church because my mom was too ashamed, embarrassed, And, my dad was a convict, in and out of jail, criminal and stuff. And my mom was young and naive. She didn't really know about this stuff, about life.
Yeah.
She lived kind of sheltered life, So anyway, it was kind of crazy coming up in the slums of Anacrime. And anyway, I started acting, She had a Volkswagen Bug, and it would catch on fire like at least twice a week.
That's crazy.
At least twice a week, we had to get out and
That's crazy.
and then start it again and keep going.
That's fucking nuts.
Hot as balls in no AC, driving to LA in the
Is it hot
traffic.
in here or am I just hot?
Well, you
I'm
do
wearing
have
a
a
hoodie.
hoodie.
But are you guys hot?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm chilling. Perdón,
Go
bro.
ahead, go ahead, go
His
ahead.
forehead's gonna start
He was
dripping
talking
very
about
soon.
fire. I'm like, am I
You
getting
need a
hot?
towel around your neck, bro. Boop, boop.
I don't need a towel around my head.
Oh, not that guy. I said
just
around
got
your
it.
neck. Around your neck. Oh, you're gonna get me in trouble, bro.
But
Trying to
no,
get-
this guy's
dox
mom,
me.
bro, like his mom is really like super fucking nice, bro. Like every time we were like together, it's like, dude, you just get that vibe. She's so nice,
That's
bro.
beautiful.
Amazing.
So you were mentioning heading to LA and
Yeah, it just started going to auditions. We didn't know anything about the entertainment industry. I just love to sing and dance and perform and put on a show and do karaoke and ballet and memorize characters and accents. And I was just playing around nonstop.
Yeah.
That's all I did. So she got me a little agent, and we just started going on auditions. And then, boop, I got like this Mattel commercial that turned into 6 more commercials because I worked so hard and I
Yeah.
paid attention and I behaved well, because I was like real eager to please. I wanted to kill it,
Yeah.
even from a young kid. And we just started making money. So it's like, boom, let's move to Newport Beach,
that's
There
dope.
we were.
That's dope. So how did Baywatch happen?
I was swimming in the pool with some friends. It was like a summer day. I was 9 years old, and my mom comes running out of the house, And I was in, it's like a apartment complex pool, you know, playing Marco Polo or whatever. She's like, Jeremy, we got to go. You got a big audition. It's for a TV show with the Knight Rider, you know? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you know that show about lifeguards? You know, they need a kid on the show. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I want to play. Yeah. You know, I'm like, I don't want to go. I'm playing. And she's like, we have to go. And I remember not wanting to go. And I fell asleep in the car, dude, on the way up there. And I woke up. It was all hot in the car. And she was like, you got to lift your energy up. You got to go in there hyper. And I was like, dragging ass. So she parked like 3 blocks away. And then she chased me. She chased me. She was like pinching my ass and shit. Funny. I was like, stop. And she literally, like, when we walked in the door, I was like kind of sweaty. I was all tan from the pool. And there's like LA actor kids. They're all like pale face, look like they got makeup on, like real proper haircuts, and like all dressed up like they're there for like church, you know? And I'm like straight out of the pool with my friends, like, what's up, guys? How you doing? And they're like, there's our kid. He's a beach kid. You know, he's not a Hollywood kid.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's dope. So how was that?
It was a trip, bro. Knight Rider was like my idol, you know? I used to sit in my car seat, right? Because you're my age, you know?
Yeah.
I was
I'm over here like, I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
with the leather jacket and the hairy chest.
This guy was sucking his,
He was like the original Born Identity, bro, with all the tech. Yeah. Car talked to him.
Yeah, that was the shit, bro. I used to watch that shit too.
Yeah.
Between that and Baywatch, it was like religiously every day.
It was like, a part of a big part of like our time, our era, you know? It like set a certain tone for like what was cool.
Baywatch wasn't just big out here. It was like overseas.
10 times
it was
bigger. 10 times
huge. Yeah.
10 times bigger.
Yeah.
You know, people like name their kid after me and stuff, like crazy stuff.
It's
like,
crazy, bro.
Girls passing out. Like, I'd get off the plane and they'd be like, Jeremy. Like security guards.
Yo,
that's it was
crazy.
like Michael Jackson
what the fuck
shit,
is going on?
I'm serious.
That's crazy.
It was berserk.
Yeah.
And it just started right there when I was 9 when I got it. And then we didn't start filming till I was 10. So I was on that show from 10 all the way to like 21. So really 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of episodes.
Wow.
And it's in the Guinness Book of World Records, like the #1 watch TV show in the history of television. Yeah. It's all kinds of weird shit, you know?
That's crazy.
I mean, plastic surgeons with boob jobs made billions of dollars because Baywatch, like said, you got to have fake boobs to be hot, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how much
they
culture.
literally set the tone. Like,
well, yeah, like back in the day, we didn't have, y'all didn't have like social media. Right. You know what I mean? So that was like
we barely had phones. What are you
that's
talking
what
about?
set the
I was like
culture.
paging this guy.
You know what I mean? That's what set the culture.
Where's your pager, boy?
411. It's funny that you mentioned that.
Threads. Hey, where you at?
We're not that old, fuck.
No, I think I had a Nextel. I think I had the Nextel. Yeah, like probably like 98. I think I had one.
I had a Nextel. Those are dope.
Chirp, chirp.
Yeah, those are dope. Those are dope.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned the whole social media thing because, you know, we're doing this Baywatch documentary. They got the people that edited The Last Dance, the Bulls documentary. Mm-hmm. They're editing this Baywatch documentary. Oh. And we got Kelly Slater in there. We got everybody in there. David Hasselhoff in there. Me in there. You know, just Jared, like the big, like, you know, pop culture tabloid kind of guy. He's got 4 million followers on Instagram. Like, they're interviewing him. They're interviewing all these people, and they're basically educating like the new generation how Baywatch was the original like live stream of what was sexy and what was beautiful. Yeah. The beach, the palm trees, the action, the boobs, girls, the abs. It's like it was a big part of that era. You know?
Yeah. Especially out here in Cali.
Watching it.
Especially out here in Cali. Well, you know, I gotta watch the old one. The
well,
original.
It's
OG.
They got a Baywatch channel right now, dude, on free TV. It's 24/7 Baywatch.
That's crazy.
And they just re-released it in high def. So it's remastered and it's all dope. Like really clear. So it looks totally different than the old show.
That's dope. Yeah. So let's talk about how it is for a young individual like yourself stepping into the entertainment industry, which can be very toxic, right? Yeah. So how was that? Like, how? Because no one talks about that. Yeah. You know, now it's like with social media, things are coming out and they talk about it. And because my thing is like, it must be tough, right? Mm-hmm. Going into entertainment, you know, that world. And I don't know if you had like a lot of friends going into that world or you felt by yourself and you come from a single mother. So how was, How was that?
Absolutely. It's interesting, man, because it's hard retrospectively to really extract a lot of the stuff, because when you're in it, it's normal. Everything is normal. It's another day.
Yeah.
It's just the cost of being the boss. It's just, you know what I mean? It's this is how it goes. This is what you deal with. So you almost don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like, hey, this is how it's supposed to go, and it's not going like this. It's like, hey, this is how it's supposed to go. Suit up and shut up. Right?
Yeah.
So as far as like, being 12 years old and having producers be like, hey, you're getting a little chubby, like that means pay attention. And if you want to do good, if you want to be one of the big boys and be a lifeguard when you grow up, you better start paying attention to your body, but that's like really fucking like traumatic to do, you know what I mean? But you don't even notice it.
For sure.
You're like,
it's just normal.
It's just normal.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, was definitely going on. And there was a couple really weird things. I've got basically, call it a God shot, man. But I got protected from a few things. There was this photographer. If you Google me now and you find there's a couple pictures, and this specific photographer took the picture. You guys got an editing team. So there's this picture where I'm holding a big pool ball over my head, and I got these red shorts on, right?
Yeah.
And they did a lot of these kids events, right? Where all the kid stars would come together, sign autographs for people, take pictures, make friends. They give us free stuff, and they were like gatherings of kid stars. And I started getting invited to those. And if you find that picture where I got the red trunks on, I got the guy that took that picture was busted like 5 years later for some major pedophile shit. Damn. Like some major kid porn, major deep stuff. And he was trying to get me to shoot with him. And then the other stage moms and were telling my mom, hey, he makes kids famous. Like if he wants to shoot, you better go. And my mom got a really creepy feeling. And then I had another friend, like, Thomas Ian Nicholas. He's actually a DJ now. Actually, he's DJing. He like married DJ Colette, the house DJ, and he's like done a lot of really cool things. But from American Pie, right. So him and I were going to auditions together all the time. So we like kind of became friends. And his mom was like a hardcore, like no nonsense type of lady, like a New York lady. And she told my mom, she's like, I got bad feelings about that. I wouldn't do it. So there was some really fishy stuff that we didn't get caught up in. Like, thank God.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? Other than that, some guy tried to befriend me, and it turns out he went to jail with a bunch of child pornography in his trunk. But nothing ever really actually happened. Close calls, saved by grace.
Absolutely.
But other than that, I always tell people, like, man, the entertainment industry is crazy. Tommy Lee's coming to the set in a Testarossa, a dope, 90s Testarossa, white trash and Old English on the back window, and he's drunk, and he's fighting with Pam, and Pam's she's dating Kelly Slater on the side and boning this guy on the side, and when you're 16, you're just like, this is cool. This is what I have to do. Like one day I'm gonna be like that. So it just, like I said, it seems normal. It doesn't seem like, oh, I can't believe it. It's like, okay, I need to. As soon as I'm old enough to do cocaine and go to the Playboy Mansion, it's happening.
It's just the environment.
I can only imagine how much. Fuck.
How was it? Because you're there basically full time, right? Like over there.
Summer, like 4 months out of the year.
So how was it going over there and then coming back here? And
dude, it sucked. But in the same way, it's like, it's a different life down here, right? Orange County life is different, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm kind of glad I didn't relocate up there and live up there. The city life's a lot different. But we always just came back down here and pieced out and enjoyed our weekends and everything. Yeah.
That's good. So after that, did you continue? What was after Baywatch? Like, what was?
So I quit Baywatch when I was like 18.
Okay.
And then I went on a little vacation, I guess you could say, a little party sabbatical, and I tricked off a lot of really big offers, dude. Big offers, $1 million offers, for movies and stuff. I was in love. I was partied out. I don't know. Maybe I needed a break. Maybe I was burnt out or whatever. But I had lessons to learn.
Yeah.
So I went through a really dark time, a lot of rehabs. lot of therapy, all that kind of stuff, licked my wounds, got in legal trouble multiple times. Anyway, after then I went back and did a couple like TV movies, or we went out and did a Baywatch special in Hawaii.
Okay.
Back when I was like 21. So I kind of kept working through those times. Very little, but come back for that stuff. And then when I was 21, I had been sober for a year, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. You know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the entertainment industry again or what. I was getting some offers or whatever, but I ended up going to the MTV Music Awards, and I was like, yo, I need a really cool outfit. Actually, no, it was the Billboard Music Awards. So I went to the Billboard Music Awards. I need a really cool outfit, and I was on Melrose, and I walked into Von Dutch, and I was like, hey, I'm going to the Billboard Music Awards. You know, I used to be on TV. Do you want to give me an outfit? And then I met Christian Odaje, and he was like, oh, my Viv, no problem, man. We'll get you something custom outfit, right? Oh. So I show up at Billboard Music Awards, and then this dude sees me. He's like, hey, yeah, my fellas are really feeling your outfit, bro. Like, who did that? I was like, psh. Christian Odaje, here's his number, bro. He gave me his written on this card, and you could call him and tell him I sent you. He was really cool. And then that was B2K, right?
Oh, shit.
So the B2K, they got those mechanic jumpsuits that said Von Dutch all over it, and they wore it on the MTV Music Awards. So that was like millions of people. Christian calls me. He's like, I love you, bro. Anything I could do for you. So then we just started doing those Von Dutch parties at Dennis Rodman's club, and I was like, man, I'm going to be a nightclub promoter. I'm going to do events. I love this, actually.
It was fun.
So it was so fun. This guy was the biggest help. It was stupid, bro. We had crazy times.
We had crazy times.
He was telling me.
He would put like Ed Hardy shows at the clubs we were doing. It was just so much fun.
Actually, I'm going to do something real weird right here. We take a little time out. I owe you an amends. Has anybody ever made an amends to you? No. Okay.
What happened?
An amends is to repair, right? To repair. It's not to apologize, but to repair. And I had a realization, man. You know, I'm trying to live a more spiritual life, right? I'm trying to take more accountability for my grosser handicaps in my perception of the world, right? And I can remember back in a time when I thought I was cool. I thought I was the celebrity guy who's doing nightclubs now, you know? I had, he's like, I remember, look, people, I had.
We vibed since day one, though. We were always like homies. Yeah.
Always. But there was, you know, I thought I had what people want.
Which one of my girls did you do?
No, no. Luckily not that part. I don't know, actually.
I probably have. It's OC,
I might
bro.
owe you more. But I can remember my perception at that time, right? My awareness of myself and others allowed me. I saw you as beneath me, you know, because you were hungry, right? And you weren't afraid to fail, and you're trying hard, right? Doing stuff, and you were committed, and you were vocal about it. And I remember thinking, oh, you know, here's another guy just trying. And I had this perception of you, right? And I realize now, luckily, that perception that I had of you, or those judgments that I made of you, were based on my own fear and insecurity to try and to fail.
Yeah.
And you weren't afraid to fail. And you weren't afraid to ask. And you weren't afraid to work hard. And I see you now and all that you've done, and I respect you so fucking much, bro.
Thank you.
Because I know where you came from, and I know what you did to get it.
You know exactly where we were.
And I'm like, I look back and I'm like, I was just too afraid to try something and ever look bad to anybody. I had to keep a front up that I had it all figured out, and that I knew that what was going on.
And it looked like you did.
I did a good job of it.
Let's go. We need another show.
But today,
I like that, bro.
I can't afford to live in that fear mentality and in that insecurity mentality, because then I got to project onto other people what's really going on inside of me. Yeah. And I just wanted to let you know that I see that now. And fucking, I respect everything you've done and how far you've come and everything you've put together. And
honestly,
I love you, bro.
I love you, bro. That's
so beautiful.
I like that. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Dope,
I really appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I tell a lot of people, like, ever since I was like doing the clubs and shit, I was like, you know what, fuck it, like, who knows when you're gonna go. And I'm like, failing was like not like something that scared me, and I failed many times. Like there was shit that we did, we fucked up, and it was all like such huge learning lessons. And you're like, I just keep growing. I'm like, there's no timeline. Like, you don't have to be like 20 or 25 and be a millionaire. I was like, I'm 45 and I'm just barely figuring out like what I'm really gonna be doing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You had
for
the
that.
right mindset. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It
and I
really
didn't,
means a
but
lot.
I don't want to continue to live bound by that old mindset. And until I'm able to see it and take accountability for it, and actually let other people know that I see the
that's dope.
You know, the weakness in my past perception of people and of business and of myself, then I'll never break free from it. You know?
Yeah.
So mad respect, and I thank you for the opportunity to do that.
Stop.
Yeah,
This is great.
Thank
That was
you.
beautiful, man. Man, the world needs more of this, man.
I know,
this is
right?
Great.
It's amazing. I didn't think he was gonna be saying. I always looked up.
I was in the shower today, and I realized all this shit.
Yeah.
See what happens in the shower.
But it's beautiful. It's beautiful that you it's communication.
To be able to say it,
Yeah, to like not hold it, because I feel like that we there's so much, right? Like we grow up and we're used to not having those conversations and just keeping everything in and thinking that's normal to just hold everything in instead of just like
just speak about it,
just letting it out.
Letting it out, man, and seeing you know the error of the way in the past. You know, I mean that could allow me to mistreat people or come at them with less love, you know, or less appreciation, you know. And if I ever did that,
you didn't,
take
bro.
Accountability.
I appreciate it, but no, we always had so
luckily,
much fun, bro.
Luckily, I want to like judge everybody, but I also need everybody to like me. So I'm usually not mean, but it's only going on in here. But on the outside, I'm nice.
Now, how did it went? So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about your transformation. So what made you want to take that step to be better here?
You know, just doing the work regardless of how much or how little I think I need to change. I might think everything's fine because you don't know until you know.
Yeah.
Right?
That's so true.
You think everything's fine until you dig a little deeper and you know, you don't do the work to change. You don't do the work because you realize, I mean, once you realize, oh my gosh, my life's crazy. I'm depressed. I'm full of anxiety. I'm judgmental. I'm snarky. I snap at people. I have less friends. I have problems. You know, it's already too late. You know, you do the work because it's the right thing to do. You know, what is inherently good, right? Yeah. Love, acceptance, community, you know, that connection and the ability to communicate freely, like you mentioned, you know, and that just never ends. Yeah. So if that never ends, if there's no roof on that, then you got to continue growing and continue seeking, and then you these little pops of new awareness and new spiritual growth and deeper feelings of connection and appreciation and love and seeing people for, you know, them being you being them, being totally connected. And that's just where I'm at right now. I don't know how far it's going to go. It could be crazy. I might levitate next time I'm walking in. I don't know.
He's lost in it.
Woo.
What do you do to keep you? Because I feel like it's an ongoing thing, right?
Oh,
it's like there's never, like for me, even when I talk to me and my girl, we watch service like frequently.
Cool.
Because it's like you slowly drift without even noticing, you know. So we watch these things to be like, oh man, like I was slowly drifting on this aspect, and I'm glad I watched this because they realigned me. It's like you have to get realigned constantly. Absolutely. So what do you do to realign yourself constantly?
I got a good little routine. Like right now, you know, I have a prayer and meditation practice every morning. You know, sometimes life happens. I wake up a little late, and I'm like, I got to do it in the car. I don't get to actually like write down stuff or like sit or play music. You know, I get to do it in the car. Dude, 2 days ago, I did it in a song. I was like, I'm just gonna sing it. I was like crying, dude. I swear to God, I got myself crying because I felt it, you know.
Yeah.
But I like to start the day like that with a meditation practice, and you know, the meditation practice is I have a few. I like breathwork meditation, but for me in the morning is I seek a new experience. Right, a new experience today. Yesterday's campfire doesn't keep me warm. Yesterday's food doesn't keep me full. Right, I need every day. I need my eyes to be opened, my heart to be softened, my expectations to be exceeded or crushed. You know, I need to find out how narrow my perspective is sometimes, and I need to have my perspective blown, and whatever new experience looks like, a deeper connection to people or new opportunities to be of service. So I like kind of pray for that stuff. And man, I've come to this realization in this morning meditation process that we all have self-will, right? And free will. I've come to realize that the only practical application and the only healthy use of my free will is to force myself to get into alignment with a higher will, right? It's not to not eat cookies. I don't have willpower, dude. My willpower sucks. I'm gonna end up eating cookies.
Ice
right?
cream. I can't stop.
I'm gonna end up jerking off to porn. I'm gonna end up doing. I don't know. I didn't want to, but I did. Okay, so I use my willpower to make sure I'm getting into upward alignment, right, with God's will, with Source's will, with the energetic expression of the creative intelligence of the universe, whatever that is to anybody. I need to be in that will because my will is insufficient. But it is sufficient when it comes to, sitting down. Oh, didn't get to sit down, doing it in my car. Oh, didn't get to do it in the car, taking 15 minutes out after this phone call. Like that, I can use it for that.
So you're basically like, yo, me can't go through all this, but if I connect myself with something stronger, I could get through anything.
Anything and beyond my natural ability and into some supernatural ability.
Yep.
Okay? So that's what I need.
I feel you. Because, bro, there's days where I'm just like, man, because I gave up, like full transparency, I gave up like pornography.
Good job, man.
And oh my gosh, there's some days where because I connected self-worth to it. I grew up, the youngest, no father, by myself a lot. So, that whole fucking story.
Yeah.
And you don't realize, how much it affects you, right? In everything, your relationship with your partner, the relationship you have with yourself, the constant, I saw this video where it talks about like the constant, dopamine, how it fucks you up. Like and it's crazy because I gave it up because, there was a point in my life, he was here to witness it. It was actually here where I broke down, but there was point in my life where I was like, I need to change. I need to really just get rid of all these walls that I have up if I really expect me to be where I want to be in life. And it was crazy because it was such a like, it changed from this like place of self to this place of like true service. And it was like, it was just a crazy transformation. Like it was, I had to hit rock bottom. And it wasn't even I hit rock bottom financially.
Emotionally, spiritually,
everything.
Yes.
I had to hit rock bottom. And
bro, I was worried. I literally was watching my cameras. I saw this guy rolled up in the corner of my office.
Crying.
I'm like,
crying.
Yeah.
Just crying.
Beautiful.
And what's crazy is that I remember that moment. It literally felt like I was back when I was like 7 years old. My dad left because my dad had to leave back to Mexico.
This is heavy stuff right here, dog.
And I remember being in my where we had like the dryer and washer was like a separate room, and I had his shirt, and I was like holding it. I was just crying. I was smelling his cologne because I was his only child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just remember crying and smelling his cologne and just crying. And I remember when I connected those two moments, I was like, that was the moments where I completely shut my emotions off. And I was like, I never want to feel this ever again.
Yeah.
And because I shut that off, I lived the life that I lived so numb. And because I remember myself, like I remember I used to cry all the time, and I would get emotional when a dog would die and this and everything used to make me cry. And my mom, I remember, used to tell me like, you have such a big heart. So I never understood when as I grew up, why it was easy for me not to call my mom and not to call my dad and stay away from like my family and go ghost mode and be isolated. It was easy for me.
Yeah.
So when that happened, it was like I had to completely get rid of it. And then I had to seek, because I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't do this by myself. And I felt his presence be like, you never had to.
Yeah.
You know?
Chills, bro.
Man, since that day, I've been committed to be as Christ-like as possible.
Beautiful.
And my life has just, like, and it's crazy. And the whole aspect of, like, discipline and self and having will is you get addicted to the discipline because you're like, I love my life.
Yeah.
I love being here.
Yeah.
I'm no longer focused there. So you get so like this, you get this urge of just discipline because you're like, no, I'm not going to fuck up because I don't want to get, I want to be here.
Yeah.
I want to be as connected as possible.
Yeah.
So I feel that. So I had that
Thank
made
you
me
for sharing
connect.
That
Yeah.
was powerful. That was a huge trauma release, bro. Like you transcended some bound up stuff
Man.
in that moment in the corner, bro. And you know what's tough because it's like, man, I had this weird realization the other day. I was like, okay, the mind, right? The mind is wired for like survival, right?
Yeah.
And it's like kind of damaged by like environmental toxins and food toxins and chemicals and former drug use, couple blows to the head, you know, whatever. You fell when you were a kid. I mean, I fell off a 12-foot fence on my head. I had the worst concussion. Like, concussions can really mess you up. You see people killing themselves. That's why the NFL and everybody has to go to these brain doctors now because they can change the whole way you think, right?
Yeah.
So you got this mind that's geared to just survive. You know, food, water, shelter, sex. That's it. Yeah. That's all it knows. More. Survive, you know? And then you damage it with some stuff, some trauma. Add some trauma, you know, getting slapped, told you're fat when you're 16, whatever. Those are bloop, 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 bloop. And then you got this computer that's all frazzled, right? And then you got this body that's like breaking, that's like doesn't look like other people's, that isn't as strong as other people's, is wider than other people's, is darker than other people's. You got this body that's deteriorating constantly, too hairy, right? Getting injured. You got injuries. You got this body that's weak and incapable of everything. It's only capable of so much, right? And then you got this heart that's like so tender and soft, and that gets damaged, and that has longings and desires, right? But then you got this infinite spirit within you, you know? And it's not your body, and it's not your mind, and it's not your heart. This is all temporary and finite, right? You have this awareness. I'm not the good idea that comes in my head. I'm not going to jerk off today. That's not me. I should jerk off today. You know, I'm going to watch porn today. That's not me either. I am the eternal spirit that observes and hears those two voices. Those are all body, mind stuff. I'm the infinite awareness that's noticing it all happen. And when you can when that eternal awareness that's only pure, it's only freaking pristine, it only wants love, it only wants connection, it only seeks to be peace, right? And wholeness. It is whole in its essence, right? But when you get those spiritual highs, dude, when you feel that love, when you feel that connection, when you're of service, when you actually are able to help somebody, when you're thinking of other people way more than you're thinking of yourself and what you can do in this world, or when you can't do something immediately, you know, you have your little prayer and meditation practice. I journal. That's another thing I do as I journal at night. And I identify where in the day that I'd been selfish, or where in the day that I was full of fear, where in the day that I may have told any lie. If I'm holding any secrets I need to tell somebody, if I was more concerned with myself or what I could pack into the stream of life, you know, and what I could have done better. And then instead of focusing on those problems, which, you know, focus on the problem grows, right? Yep. I give those problems over, dude. I say a prayer and I give those problems to God, you know, because my self-will, as we know, is going to fall short, right? But I'm going to give them over, you know. I do that, and dude,
yo, that's dope.
It's pretty magic, bro.
Hell yeah, that's dope. I didn't
It's a
even
huge
think,
relief, right?
It is.
think about that.
Because I didn't have a dad. Did you have a dad ever?
See, nah.
I didn't either. So no one, and most dads really, I don't know, sounds kind of bad, but you know, a majority of dads don't really father their kids. Guys like you and I, we actually need to be fathered by God, you know, and it's not it's a relationship. You got to be interactive with it. You actually have to show up. The faith without the work is dead, right? 100%. You actually have to put the work in. Yeah. We're not just like, oh, I'm going to drive off this cliff, and if God really loves me, he's going to nudge me off, right? It doesn't happen like that. You got to like seek and it answers. You got to find the alignment.
You got to obey. You got to obey.
Yeah, and you got to get out. For me, the big shift was when I got out as much of the parts within me that are self, right? The self. You talked about the self, the limited self, the desire to just survive, what I need, what I expect, how I need other people to see me, how I perceive myself, what you know. When I get all that out of the way, I'm able to connect.
Yeah.
But I can't connect if I'm God, if I'm the one that knows best in every situation. If I'm the one that thinks I can fix every problem, if I'm the one that's going to heal her, if I'm the one that's going to make this right, if I'm the one that's going to make the money by you know, working all day, every day, hyper-focusing, then there's no room for God. I got it all figured out.
Yep.
I'm screwed.
Yep. No, that's facts though, because that's literally how being in that state is so tiring. Oh my gosh.
That's how you get sick.
Yeah.
That's how you get cancer. Yeah. That's how you get, you know what I mean?
That's how you end up alone.
Yeah.
So you end up alone. It's crazy because like that.
Or with somebody else who's equally sick.
Equally as
or worse.
Yeah.
Then you can blame it on them. It's nice, actually. Then it's actually necessary. If you're living like that, you actually need somebody that's worse than you, so you can be like, oh, but not you're all messed up. I'm not that bad. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's like when you get into this space, it's crazy how aware you are. Yeah. Like I started being so aware of like my white lies. Yeah. Where I was like, oh my God, they're automatic.
Why did I say that?
Yeah, like automatic. I just lie, and I'm like, oh, that was a lie. I'm sorry. No, it was like this, and it's like, but even though they're small, right? So you in your head, you're like, it's small, but it becomes so natural. It's like, who's this person? I don't know. Like it's like a natural. I just lie, and it's like when you get into this space, you know, you're just like aware of everything. Yeah. You know, you're aware when you're lying. You're aware when your ego is taking over. When your day is, you know, when you don't feel it, you go back and you're like, where did I get out of alignment? And you're like, oh, you know, this is ego. Yeah. You know.
And why did I tell that lie? I told that lie because I really wanted to go home earlier than I needed to, and I didn't want to be honest with the person because then they were going to judge me and think I didn't like them enough to stay late. Or you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, I'm such a sissy. What up, pussy? Like just like, you know.
Yeah. And I love what you said about the whole, like, just letting it go. Yeah. You know? What was that? Focus on
the problem grows.
Man,
you know?
That is great.
You got to give it up. You got to give it away.
True.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
It takes a lot to just, at the end of the day, just let it go and start. That takes a lot. I mean, I would love to be able to just fucking be like, I'm going to let this shit go, start tomorrow fresh. I try every day, but obviously it takes a lot of time. Well,
it's human nature, it's society, it's you know, learned behavior, it's what we're told, you know, what the game is sold, not told, right? Yeah.
And it's partner. Like I credit
KRS-One's been talking about this stuff forever.
Yeah. I think also like what really helps is obviously like who you have around you, right? Like your partner. Like my girl is like, I tell her, you are so important in my life because she's also there with me. Yeah, you know,
it's a beautiful thing.
So when it's easy to be vulnerable because it's like, you know, everything about me. So I'm like completely naked in front of her. So it's easy for me to be like, for her to also be like, hey, you're drifting a little bit.
Push you a little bit. Yeah. Stay uncomfortable.
Just be like, yo, you know, remember it's not your path, it's his path. And what he has for you, you don't even know. You know, what you think you want, that's like this much compared to what he has for you. Yeah. And I think what's great about, you know, stepping into that is also understanding it's like, you know, I always say I'm not a perfect man, I'm a progressive man. Yeah. And I want to showcase that even this flawed person here, because I've done shit that I'm not proud of, can be here because I'm connected to him. So he doesn't care what you've done. He cares of what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
And that is so powerful. That I try to stay in that state because I feel like that's the state where you're like that, because that's you're serving, right? You're trying to be the example of like, yo, I was addicted to this and I did this and look at where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So if you're half of the fucked up things that I did, you could even do more. Like, you know, it's just that concept is beautiful.
What comes to mind when you say that is this transformation that happens from saying the prayer to being the prayer. You be the prayer. You live the prayer every day, right? It's one thing to say it, but then living it, you know? That's the example. You live the prayer. And this other thing that I try to remember every day, I pray and observe, pray and observe. Pray. I need to see the signs, right? I got to watch for them. I got to pray. I got to observe. I got to, you know, my awareness is thirsty to be heightened, you know, always leveling up, and then I say, embrace the mystery. Every day, embrace the mystery. Like you said, we don't know.
Yeah.
We think we know, but there's other levels, and there's new awarenesses, there's new freedoms, there's deeper connections that just rock you, that can rock you. And we're actually only cutting ourselves off from that. So embrace the mystery by what we think we know or think we need, especially when they feel like altruistic or spiritually driven. Sometimes we stick with a path because like, no, it's meant to be because, you know, I had this idea and then that person called me and like, you know, I asked for that. So it has to be. So when we stick to it, like embrace the mystery, maybe it will, maybe it won't.
Yeah.
You know, that Chinese farmer story, you know that one.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Maybe it is.
Who knows?
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true too, because, you know, I heard literally what you're talking about, my pastor talked about, because it's like, it's okay to be like, I don't know. I haven't gotten the answers yet, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, do the work because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Not because of a result.
100%.
The results, man, we get all obsessed with the results.
100%.
And then we're let down, you know? Or even worse, we make them happen by force. By our will, we make them happen. Then we start, that's when the ego and the pride comes in. I could do it. I'll build this. Man, see? Told you. Bam. Whop. Backflip. I'm the man. I don't ever want to be there again because the higher you are, the further you have to fall, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Embrace the mystery.
Man, we have to...
Yeah, I feel like I got to go to church.
You just did, bro.
This
is church.
I'm pretty
sure
I just did. I
just
feel like
did that.
I got shined on by something.
Nah,
damn.
man. It's
Between the two of you, holy shit.
Revival, bro. Let's go.
Oh, man. I mean, thank God. I mean, I'm so happy that throughout my entire life, my parents have all been there for me. My brothers, like, we're all very tight. My girlfriend, thank God, she's on it. I mean, I found one good one that's not all fucked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, I feel for you guys. I couldn't even imagine. I just couldn't even imagine where I would be if like my family wasn't there or my dad wasn't there. Like, who knows, man? I can only imagine how it fucks with like dudes' minds.
But on the opposite end of that coin, it's like guys like us. You know, we look to guys like you, and we could be upset. What can we have like him? He got it easy. Got his whole family. Everything just seems to happen for him naturally. I got to work like hell, and then I get screwed over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and everybody has.
Everybody around me knows nothing has happened for me easily.
But you know, can we compare our it's easy to compare your inside to somebody else's outside. You know?
Yeah.
But everybody has
struggle's been crazy, bro.
And everybody has their own struggles. You know, everybody has their own story, and you know, you. I'm sure you've gone through things that. Now you're going to be able to share those experiences with other people and help them go through those experiences that they share with you, you know?
And that when you do that, that's when you release serotonin. And serotonin is the vaccine to the dopamine fix. When we're addicted to dopamine, bro, and we're designed to be like that primally for protective measures of procreation and survival. Like we talked about that brain, that's just hardwired. You can't argue with biology. But what you can do is you can tweak your biology by getting the serotonin, by feeling connected, the truth. You know, the truth will set you free. When you are able to see the truth, feel the truth together, like you just said, you felt like you were at church. Like this is a spiritual experience. We're grown men gathering, we invested in a solution, a common solution. You know, and it's a beautiful thing. And we're producing serotonin. I haven't thought about scrolling through Instagram once since I've been here. You know, I'm not stuck in that loop right now. That might happen later, but. When you get in that a healthy balance,
it's great.
Sure.
It's crazy because even it's funny you say that because I was like, I always try. So I have a issue. I have insecurities has always been my
too, man.
my thing. Like I'm
Egomaniac with an inferiority complex. You ever hear that?
I haven't.
Better than all of them, but I'm not as cool as them. I need that. Egomaniac with an inferiority complex. Never gonna be good enough, but I'm better than most. Right? Like,
see, I grew up. I had an older brother. So I grew up like in the shadow, you know, and I grew up like, you know, I had my chubby, super dark. Like, bro, my skin was like super dark, and you know, I used to have songs made of me like,
bleach your skin.
You know. No, I did not. I just, you know, but I had like songs.
Has no sun.
I had a bunch, like, you know, I had like a song like Ricky is fat. He is, and all these insecure. And then I grew out of that ugly phase, quote unquote. And then I started, you know, getting compliments for girls. And I was like, oh, so everything I had to do, I had to be perfect, you know. And I catch myself all the time. Like, it's my OCD. When it comes to perfectionism is like insane. And I try to, so I do music.
He doesn't, that's what I was just going to say. He doesn't know really what his passion is music.
Oh, cool,
so I do music.
The way we met was through the club too. When the part where I owned Envy Lounge, he came in on Tuesday nights and he's a very good dancer, bachata dancer and shit. So he came in. I was like, damn, this motherfucker's pretty, dances like crazy. I was like, this guy gets all the pussy here. That was in my head. It wasn't, but I was like, he's a pretty looking guy. So I was like, this guy look good. And I was like, take shots. Like, keep drinking. But yeah, man, he's a very good singer. Like, we vibed since day one too. Like, we always hung out, and then we ended up somehow.
Yeah, yeah. That's how we so I used to teach bachata at his tacos and Tuesdays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we
gotta pop up a video for you later.
Ali knows I got some moves.
Hey, yeah. We gotta go out. There's a place called Floritas in Hollywood. It's like they have like live salsa band and Cuban food. Oh, that's dope. We gotta go. It's amazing.
Down. Oh man,
date night is good. I need a date night.
Yeah, and but how do you call it? So when we're having this conversation, in back of my head, I had this little thought of like, you know, you're stuttering or and it's like not coming out perfect. Like, stop talking. I'm like, I'm having such an amazing time. You know what? It's crazy how like your insecurities just fucking stop you from just like having because of the shit that does not matter.
Yeah,
it's like no one cares.
Right.
If you fuck up and somebody sees that, they're gonna keep scrolling. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, and it's crazy how you're insecure.
Your own head fucks with you so
and it's
bad,
just this like voice of like everybody's gonna judge you. It's like it is so man, since I've had that transformation, I've had such a because I'm just like I'm not perfect.
Right. It's beautiful to say.
It's just like fuck.
I think we should have like meditation
it's like,
I could lead a meditation, no problem. You
Please.
tell me when. Let's go. Have you ever done breath work?
You know what? I want to get into that.
Yeah, I teach that.
Oh,
yeah.
I want to get into that.
I'll come in and do it anytime, bro.
Mondays
Rock
and
your
Thursdays
socks off,
when
bro.
you're down.
Have you heard? You've heard of DMT, right? Dimethyltryptamine.
Yeah.
Okay, when you breathe in this pattern, your body releases your own DMT. I have a really crazy theory, dude. Okay, so what in this breathing routine, you create an absence of carbon dioxide. Okay, so your blood is fully oxygenated, and when your blood is fully oxygenated, your body releases DMT. You can have a full-blown Christ encounter. You can have a rebirth. You can have like past trauma relief. I've had guys with PTSD come out and be like, you know, they saw their friends' heads get blown off in Iraq, and they're looking at me and they're weeping. They were on the ground weeping. They look at me and they go, "It's gone."
Wow.
6 years of therapy and it's gone, man. You don't understand. It's gone. You know, I like had this one girl who she lost her father 9 years prior, and you know, she'd been a drug addict ever since. And she's like, he told me he's not there anymore, and he's not there anymore. And she's like,
oh my
God,
that's
bawling
crazy.
in out of happiness, like it was released.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people feel different things. Some people go through a lot of yucky stuff, you know. Some people experience a lot of physical stuff, like horrible pain, you know. And some people start to giggle and laugh, like you never know what's going to happen, which is really cool, you know. But my theory is that.
But has anyone died?
No one's ever died, and I've done it for
good.
at least.
I just want to make sure.
I've done it for at least 10,000 people. No one's died. No one's passed out. People have chickened out and quit.
I need to do this for sure.
Wait,
So my theory.
how long is this?
It's only 20 minutes of breathing, but you need about 45 minutes.
We need to do this for sure.
Because you got to relax for a while.
Yeah.
Play some dope music.
Oh.
My theory is that in the beginning of time, without factories, industry, cars, farms, so much more foliage, that our oxygen, our climate was actually much more oxygen rich, and all of us were running on DMT. We had the alignment with Creator, dude. We were able to feel the spirit. We were able to feel each other, and we've been cut off from it. Yeah. It's kind of can get deep into some gnarly conspiracy theories with food and chemicals and jet streams and all this weird stuff we're dealing with, but you can get it, dude. And just a peek behind the curtain is pretty rad, dude. It's powerful.
That's dope. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, though.
You try it first.
I'm down. Oh, I'm all about those. Like, I'm trying to do ayahuasca.
He's like, let's just throw mushrooms in there. And
dude, I did this breathing in an ayahuasca ceremony. I didn't do the ayahuasca, and I left my body for 4.5 hours.
What?
I took on pain from the person next to me. I astral projected. I felt like I was orgasming and like I was dying at the same time. Horrible, torturous pain and elated, the best joy I've ever had all at the same time. Like I was being ripped apart, dude. And I was, dude, I was going through dimensions. I could feel different depths of pressure and warmth. And I went to some like Mayan ruins. I went to all these places, and I thought it had been 45 minutes. So you breathe like this, with a big belly, and then with a big chest, and then you exhale. So you grow your belly, and then you grow your chest, and then you exhale. So you go, and then for like 10 minutes, and then you speed it up. And then you speed it up. The last round is you go, and then you hold your breath. It's like 18 minutes like that. And you just wop, 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 wop. And you,
shit. I'm trying to do this, yo.
Okay, so I thought it had been 45 minutes, bro. And everyone's tripping on ayahuasca. We're in Mexico.
You haven't done, you didn't do it.
No, we're in Nayarit, Mexico, and the dude flew in from Spain with the ayahuasca. He's the vice president of the International Ayahuasca Committee. He's this big, important guy. He's trying to give it to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm sober. I don't do drugs or alcohol,
That's right.
At all.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of trips on psychedelics, plenty. So much so that the highest I've ever been on DMT, LSD, and mushrooms at the same time, I hit this wall, and the plant medicine said, we've taken you as far as you can go. The healing and the transformation that you have to do from this point forward must be unenhanced and in the raw. Do not come back to us. You will end up in prison. And I was like,
that's crazy.
But anyway, I thought it'd been 45 minutes, and I sat up. I was like, I'm going to take a little break. 45 minutes, that's pretty good. And like everyone's getting up and rolling up their mats. What's going on? Like it's 1:30 in the morning. We started at 8 p.m. I left my body for 4 hours. I didn't pee. I didn't have an itch. I just astral projected. Spirit left my body. I felt nothing. Dude, I drink 2 gallons of water a day. I got to pee every 2 hours. I don't know how I did that. I had huge mosquito bites all over my arms because we were outside. Never had an itch.
That's crazy.
I
need to do this for sure. I did shrooms. I had a bad trip with shrooms one time because it just took me back.
Oh yeah.
To like trauma that I had as a kid, and it scared me a little bit. It was crazy because it was like, dude, it felt as if, those scary movies where like it turns into like a flat color, everything around you.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I've been to that dimension,
bro. Flat.
There's no dimension. It's like womp.
I was like,
you lose depth.
What the fuck? And I was by myself with my little dogs, and my dogs were like looking at me, and I'm like, I was like, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm just grateful to be here. Like it was like, so that's the and again, I think maybe I didn't have. I learned that I didn't close that trauma, that I was ignoring it because of that trip. And after the trip, I woke up the next morning and I had to like pray and be okay. I was like, you are not your trauma.
Yeah.
You are not what happened to you. Like I had to, repeat. But yeah, I'm trying to do all that because I feel like it
I'll
shows
plug you with the right people. I know some like shamanic, like real ones, put you in the right space with the right stuff.
I'm good. Thank you though.
Nah,
Well, let's start
I
with
went
the
to
breath
church
work.
and went to
Well, start with the
different
breath work,
dimensions
though,
all
because-
all in one session.
You know, I'm trying to leave for 4 hours. That would be dope.
No, I do want to try the breathing though. I'm
Yeah,
down to
cool.
see how
man.
that
Yeah,
goes.
let's
I'd love to.
next
And I
week.
don't have any content on it, so I would like to actually have something where we could have audio and hear the music that I'm playing, so I can post that so people can follow along
Dude, let's do it.
online.
Let's do it.
Everyone's
next
always
week.
asking me, "Do you have one you could do online?"
Let's do it next week.
Let's do it.
We
You wanna
can
do it- you wanna do it
if
here?
you want.
Boom. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alex said it's a little haunted here, so I don't know if that plays a part.
Wait,
Bring
wait.
him
Alex said it's a little haunted here. Is that true?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Well, bring them in. Maybe they're
But-
good.
But,
Maybe they're good.
but wait, what
I'm gonna
time?
astral project and
Wait,
be like,
what-
it was
what-
you. Just playing.
Wait, like during the day or at night?
No, he's the. Oh no, the breath work.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
Night.
I think night would be great.
Night's
'cause-
nice because you don't want it to be bright.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Bring yoga mats.
Okay.
Okay, I'll bring everything else. Just
Okay.
bring
So
something
Thursday.
to lay down on.
Thursday. Next Thursday
After the podcast.
after the podcast.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Kenny,
record it.
you're recording this.
You might
You're
want to set
recording.
up the cameras and join us.
Come on, Kenny.
Yeah, we need
Come
to
on,
take-
Kenny!
We need to take you to another
Yes.
place.
He's gonna be like, I am not shy no more.
Yeah, we're gonna.
All right, we're gonna. Dude, this was
but-
amazing,
yeah,
man.
I love you guys, man.
No, no,
Oh
no.
man.
Hey, thanks for being brothers, bro.
Let's talk about the little bit, like 2 minutes about the NFT.
Oh, yes.
and
Yes,
we gotta give them.
You sure? You sure you're still vegetarian? Because I brought you some beef liver and some beef heart.
Shit.
Oh,
Grass-fed beef heart.
dude. Okay, so after this we could talk about because I need to talk to you about
Let's
that
go.
stuff.
Let's
He's not.
go.
I'm meat right here,
Bro.
And we gotta let you know a little some.
Wait, what's?
Let me.
Yeah.
So for doing this, and we
Well, do
truly
you know
appreciate.
anything about our project at all?
We're gonna talk about it.
I just know you guys are dope, and I you know.
So
I
this
wanna-
project is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
So basically, so an NFT. Okay.
Yes. Non-fungible token.
Yes. Don't even have to add that part because you already know. So basically, let's just it's
I'm
ownership.
gonna eat some beef heart while you
Okay.
talk to me about that.
Please go ahead.
Damn,
You
boy.
want beef?
I've never tried.
Come on, you're
I'm
Mexican,
fucking
bro. You don't eat organs and stuff.
Wait, what does it look like?
They're-
Oh, it's like beef jerky.
but it's crispy.
Give Kenny one. Kenny,
Carnivore crisps.
Here I go eating. What is this?
Beef heart
Beef heart.
from Carnivore
Oh,
crisps.
Talk about. It's not bad. Heart is not bad.
It's actually kind of gamey. It's got a good funk to it because a ton of minerals and
Eat it.
iron and everything.
Oh man. So the NFT project. So let's say this is your NFT right here. Okay. This NFT gives you access to future exotic car themed garages. So like this, but three
Way
times as
bigger.
bigger.
Yeah.
Like a franchise that you got to.
What,
So we're gonna the DAO.
yeah.
There's like we could go super into it.
That's the second time I heard about the DAO today. What is that?
So a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. So it's basically, in simple terms, it's a shared bank account that a lot of people own. So basically, the NFT gives you access to that. The DAO is going to own everything. Okay. So remember, shared bank account. Da-da. Basically, DAO has tokens that are compared to like shares, right? So these garages will have exotic cars. Your NFT gives you access to all the exotic cars. So instead of paying, $1,200 for 1 day rental, you'll pay 50% of that because you are a member and because you own the NFT. So now it makes more sense for you to have an NFT compared to owning an exotic car that you're paying fucking $7,000 a month
Car
and
club.
and have to. It's a car club.
Well, we first started out was the Exotics Car Club. But we're rebranding it because we didn't want to make it like guy focused. We want females to be comfortable and to come in. So we changed our logo. It's called now the Exotics DAO.
And because
So-
we went from NFT to DAO.
Is this
Yeah.
your logo on your necklace?
No, this is
Should be.
this is still
Our
that.
old
This is the
logo.
old one.
All right.
The new one's hard.
Yeah. Because we're transitioning from because we're gonna be solely NFTs, but now with
Amazing.
our new partner,
Smart.
we're gonna be now a DAO. So we got a lot of stuff coming. It's gonna be amazing.
It's like gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah,
I like it.
got a little pink in there for the ladies.
Okay.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
There's a vibe. I like it.
Because we appreciate you,
Yeah,
we're gonna gift you an honorary 1-of-1 NFT
yeah.
What?
for life.
What?
You have it for life.
Come on, no.
Yes.
Nah, for real.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna be part of the family for life, bro.
Part of the family for life.
I mean,
bro.
you always were, anyways. But
You like it, huh?
I like. I don't know what I'm eating. Oh, I don't know.
When you eat the heart, you nourish your heart. If you got bad lungs,
you eat lung.
you eat lung, dude.
Bro.
Kidney, spleen, liver.
when lions kill, the first thing they go after
That's right.
is organs.
The organs.
Mm-hmm.
And they leave the rest for everybody else.
Yup.
Stringy stuff. That's
Yup.
where all the nutrients is.
So
So crunchy.
it's really crunchy. It's actually really good.
No, I mean, I'm good right now. Maybe.
So,
at
oh
some
yeah, we
point.
gotta end this. We're gonna keep talking.
Yeah.
Go end it.
What? I don't know what you were. So you're getting the honorary NFT. So
Dude, thank you guys so much.
we'll get
It's
you
amazing.
that. I think we're gonna try to mint by, or you're gonna be able to use the NFTs by September.
I'm going to be in the car club.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm in the car club. I'm
And
in
basically,
the car.
you're gonna see what we have going on right now. Imagine it like 10,000 square feet, a little private lounge inside
Hey,
with only members.
you want to throw the caddy in the car club, dude?
Hey, we can throw
Hey,
that shit in
yup.
the garage, no problem.
Yup.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we
Yeah, it's
got-
gonna be amazing, man. We're our goal.
I got 3 reservations on Tesla trucks, man. You guys let me know.
Oh,
all right.
those
all
go
right.
hard.
Yeah, for
You're gonna
sure.
be in every major city.
Yeah.
Man.
So you're gonna be able to go to Miami, New York, go pick up an exotic whip, one of our garages.
You're going to make
Take it.
like owning an exotic car obsolete.
Yeah.
Because
That
why
is the
would
goal.
why would you spend more
Exactly.
when you can trade them out,
Yeah.
Exactly.
have variety?
You can
Exactly.
drive whatever you want.
Yeah. If you want to
Exactly.
buy a car, you buy like a $1 million car or something. You know, if you got money, you can buy it. These become like your toys, and you have an investment car. you know?
100%.
Wow.
100%.
Yeah, it's something that's gonna change the whole rental game for good.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
And we're not just doing it out here. Obviously, we're gonna start with Orange County, LA,
Mm-hmm.
and then setting
Miami.
up a shop in Vegas, and then Miami, and then from there, the DAO is gonna come in where everyone gets to vote where location,
Where we go.
and whatnot.
Beautiful.
Man,
That's
we're
what's
gonna
dope.
be. We're not gonna obviously want to set every location, every city ourselves because that costs a lot of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna introduce a
through the
partner
NFTs.
program to where any rental company out there wants to join us can join us and have our members use
Mm-hmm.
their cars. And like it's like hotels tonight where
Yeah.
last minute bookings, like our members get the cheapest prices.
And the people that get in
Money.
earlier, their NFTs go up in value. They have
Oh,
more.
hell yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly.
And you're
Wow.
right now, when we start selling these first drop that we're going to be doing, well, we already sold out the Founders Edition. We did that for like friends and family like a month ago. We sold those out. And then we're doing another drop that's going to be like for clients that are existing right now because they've already rented. They know what it is.
Mhm.
Basically, what they're going to be paying is $2,500 for a membership. They'll have the NFT for as long as they want, unless they sell it. But the first 1,000 that we drop is going to be 3 years worth of rentals, full rentals a year. So every quarter you get airdrop these keys where you can turn them in and take a car out.
That's wild.
So
Yeah,
$2,500 for
which is like
$14,400
$200 a
worth of
rental.
rentals. Yeah.
$200 a rental for a
Say that
fucking-
again. Say that again. Make sure they hear it.
Dude.
One more time, what is that?
It's crazy.
$200 per rental, meaning $200 to drive a
It
fucking
makes
Ferrari.
no sense, and yes, we are gonna lose some money up front, but we're gonna
You got a
get
big
this
picture.
yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's about the bigger picture, as we talked about. It's about up here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. We're
We
not
al-
worried
we
about the
always
short
dream
money,
big.
dude.
No,
You know?
no. Well, when we first started, we were like thinking like, let's sell out a $10,000, 10,000. What is it?
Collection.
Collection, and make maybe like 30, 35 million, call it a day. But then we brought in a couple other partners, and it went from something this small. We just kind of blew your
Yeah.
fucking mind. He's like, why stop here where we can go worldwide? And
Good for
we're
you
like,
guys.
And we
man.
said,
we're like, let's
do it.
fucking do it, dude.
Dale.
And this guy
Beautiful.
is like a genius tech. My brother's on board. He's been with us since pretty much day one. He kind of keeps everyone in their shit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we're blessed with the team that we have. It's crazy.
for sure.
It's crazy. And we're like so excited and can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
Word,
dope.
man. It is.
It's
Yeah.
going to be dope, man. But
Yeah,
again, we
thank you
appreciate you,
again.
bro.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Love you
much.
guys.
I had
Much
a,
love.
I had a fucking amazing time.
Me
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm glad you two connected. That's great, man. Very, very, very happy.
Shout out
for
to my
that.
buddy Ryan Shook for sitting and waiting all this time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Both of them are bathrooms, boy. All right, man.
All right, man. We outie.
We out. Holla.